Welcome back everyone, it's your boy Carolina Goji 1954 here. Today we're going to be discussing about our Carolina Panthers. Do we still have a shot at winning the division and making a playoff run? We're going to be discussing about that right now. So without further ado everyone, let's begin. So first things first, we gotta talk about Baker Mayfield. I know I'm pretty late on this subject, but let's quickly recap what happened. So back on Monday, Baker Mayfield has been released by our Carolina Panthers. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, I have to say, but at the same time, it's not surprising. I'm only surprised that we're doing this in the middle of the season, which is kind of devastating for Baker Mayfield's ego. But on the next day after that, Baker Mayfield signed with the LA Rams, and 2 days after signing with the Rams, he got a win with the Rams in Thursday Night Football against the Raiders. So immediately, people start degrading Baker Mayfield, praising Baker Mayfield as the big show off or whatever. Everyone's now saying we fucked up, we Panthers fucked up releasing him. Well, let me remind you guys, they won against the Raiders and they didn't win by a big shot. They barely won against the Raiders. So that says nothing about Baker Mayfield. Until he beats a team like, let's say, the Bengals, I refuse to believe he's actually good. He had a shot with Carolina. Yes, Ben McAdoo and Matt Rule were here to screw him up. But at the same time, this is the Rams we're talking about. The Rams are fucking frauds. They are no better than us this season. So I don't want to hear this whole Baker Mayfield, oh, we screwed up releasing Baker Mayfield. I don't want to hear it. He had his chance here. He had his chance. He couldn't perform anything well for us. He couldn't execute for us. He was going to be released eventually, and I'm glad we released him. No regrets. And don't care if he got a win with the Rams right now against the Raiders. Until he beats a team like as good as, let's say, the Bengals, he's still garbage. I'm not taking that back. Now, fast forward. Currently, the NFC South is in a pretty tight pickle, if you will. Here is our standings. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, our division fucking sucks. This is completely pathetic to see. So, what do we got? We got the New Orleans Saints, 4-9. They're about to be eliminated from the playoff hunt. They just got to lose one more game and they're out. It's inevitable at this point. So, then there's our Carolina Panthers, 4-8. We're in the tight pickle as well, but we still got a good shot. Same with the Falcons, they're 5-8. And then there's the Buccaneers, currently on top of the division, 6-6. They're no better than us, honestly. So, what needs to happen? You're probably wondering what needs to happen for our Carolina Panthers to win the division and make a playoff run. So, the Falcons and the Saints, they're currently about to head into a bye week. So there's that. Now, our Carolina Panthers, we need to win all of our games. Well, if I'm correct, we can only afford one more loss. Just one more loss for the rest of the season. Any more than that, we're out of the playoffs, the playoff hunt. But yeah, we can only afford one more loss, and like I said, it'd be much better to just win out the rest of the season. And at the same time, the Buccaneers, well, let's start off with the Falcons. They need to lose 2 games and they're out of the playoff hunt as well. As for the Buccaneers, they need to lose at least 3 games, including our rematch against the Bucs. Panthers versus Bucs in week 16, if I'm correct. They need to lose that game as well, and then 2 other games. Luckily for us, the Buccaneers are going against the 49ers this weekend. I mean tomorrow, pretty much. There's no way in hell they can beat the 49ers. No way in hell. They're going to lose that game. And then next week, they're going against the Cincinnati Bengals. They can only pray that they score 1 touchdown against the Bengals, because there's absolutely no way in hell they can beat the Bengals. The Bengals are going to completely destroy the Buccaneers. So there's that. Immediately, there's 2 losses for the Buccaneers. Now they just need 1 more. And then they're going against the Cardinals. after the Bengals. And believe it or not, they're actually equal teams. They're both hot garbage. So that's going to be interesting to see. Then after that, the Buccaneers are going against our Carolina Panthers for a rematch. So at that point, we've already killed the Buccaneers once. We can do it again. Now, it is going to be difficult for us Carolina Panthers at the same time to win all our remaining games, because tomorrow we're going against the Seattle Seahawks, and they're not so much of a bad team, believe it or not. However, they lost to the Buccaneers in London, in Germany. If the Buccaneers can beat the Seahawks, we can kill the Seahawks. It's that simple. But after them, we go against the Steelers. That should be an easy game for us to win. Then we go against the Lions. This is going to be a challenge for us. The Lions, they're actually pretty good, believe it or not. They're decent, but they're not that good at the same time. We're pretty much equals. So that's going to be our hardest game for the rest of the season. But like I said, we can only afford one more loss. But again, our game against the Lions, that's definitely a winnable game. We can definitely beat the Lions. It's not like we're going against the Bengals. So, again, all of our games for the rest of the season, they're all winnable, believe it or not. The Seahawks, the Steelers, the Lions, the Buccaneers, and the Saints, they're all winnable games. We just got to execute and just do our best to get wins, stack some wins up. And that's what needs to happen. We just need to win games. We can only afford one more loss. And the Buccaneers, they need to win at least 3 games, which is very, very possible because they've already lost against the Niners and the Bengals. There's no way in hell they're going to win those games. And then they have a rematch against us, which previously we killed them in I think it was week 7, I believe. Yeah, week 7, we killed them. We can do it. We can hell do it again. And the Falcons, they need to lose twice. That's inevitable as well. And the Saints, well, they're about to be eliminated. So it sounds easy, doesn't it? But it's not. Trust me, it's not. It's going to be a difficult process, but we're not in the same situation as the Saints. So that's good for us. We still got a shot at this. We still got a shot at winning the division and making a playoff run. But like I said, it's going to be a pretty difficult process. And I hate to rely on other teams to beat our division rivals, but at this point, it's got to happen. We need the Niners to beat the Bucs and the Bengals to beat the Bucs as well. And whoever the Falcons are going against next, we need them to beat the Falcons, and the Saints, well, we need them to lose as well. So pretty much, we just need to win all our games and everyone else has to lose. That's that simple to put in words, but yeah, that's how it goes. That's the most simplest way for us. But honestly, do I believe we have a shot? We definitely do, and I believe we do. I feel like we might lose one more game throughout the rest of the season, and as long as we can win every other game, that's good for me. Because honestly, the Bucs, they're gonna lose to the Saints. The Niners and the Bengals, so that's definitely gonna give us a big, huge boost. And the Falcons, they're gonna start Desmond Ridder, so they're gonna suck ass for the rest of the season. They're gonna lose all their games. They're gonna lose all their games with him. So there's that. The Falcons are already taken care of. The Saints are about to be taken care of as well. Our main priority is the Buccaneers. We need to keep an eye on them. That's the thing. I hate to keep an eye on division rivals because normally I don't really give a shit about other teams unless we're going against them. But we have to keep an eye on them. We need the Niners and the Bengals to beat them. And then we just got to beat the Buccaneers in week 16 and we should be good to go. So it's a pretty tight pickle, but we still have a shot to win this division. And honestly, I know a good amount of us wants to tank the season to draft a quarterback or, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. But honestly, I'm not looking at any college highlights or whatever right now. Until we officially get eliminated from the playoff hunt, I won't be looking at any college stuff. But if we do get eliminated, as soon as that happens, that's when I'll be looking at our draft position and the college players highlights or whatever. But for right now, I'm just focusing on our Carolina Panthers. I want to win games, and we can definitely get the job done. And we just got to hope for the best, honestly. We just need the Niners and the Bengals to help us out. And yeah, we got to do our part and win our games. Starting with the Seattle Seahawks will definitely be a test. This game against the Seahawks will definitely be a test for us. They're pretty much almost like the Lions. They're almost as good as the Lions, but again, the Lions are better. So if we beat the Seahawks, that'll definitely make a statement. We're definitely not out of the game just yet, because we're going against the Steelers after that. It's the Steelers. We're gonna beat them. Come on, it's the Steelers. And then we go against the Lions, hardest game. Then the Buccaneers, we previously killed them, and we'll do it again. Then the Saints, and previously we beat them, and they're gonna be hopeless at that point, so they're not gonna even try. So we're gonna beat them as well. So we just gotta beat the Seahawks, and that'll give us a huge boost in our hope. So yeah, Seattle Seahawks tomorrow, that's a huge must-win for us. And I believe we can get the job done. We just got to execute. Sam Darnold just needs to do his job. And we have PJ Walker as our backup, which I like to see. And we just need Ben McAdoo to step the fuck up. And I've had enough with McAdoo, honestly. I'm tired of seeing him. But we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. And I believe we can get the job done. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. So we can definitely still win this division. Obviously, with the Bucs beating the Saints on Monday, that's going to be a bit tighter, but we can get the job done. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. That's all I got for this video. So that is going to wrap up this video, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. Y'all have a good one. We're going against the Seattle Seahawks tomorrow, so that's a must-win game for our Carolina Panthers. So I'll see you soon, and as always, everyone, keep pounding. Carolina on top forever, baby.